Just about every organization is filled with spreadsheets. It's the day-to-day go-to for end users for all manner of data management. But a lot of organizations have been inspired to automate within spreadsheets. And the road to hell is paved with the best of intentions, because automation within spreadsheets creates problems. I'm going to describe some of the reasons why automation within spreadsheets is problematic, and we'll talk about some approaches to avoid it. Number one, the code rides within the spreadsheet. If the spreadsheet is generated every month, you now have a dozen copies. You could have hundreds or thousands of copies, each with a different version of the code floating out there. Number two, along with the data, in each spreadsheet, you'll have control information. Something as innocuous as months, January through December. It could be a line of business codes, company codes. This metadata needs to be managed centrally. It shouldn't evolve, it shouldn't be edited by end users, and it shouldn't be distributed where a single change to add a new code requires editing dozens, hundreds, thousands of spreadsheets. And herein lies the problem. The spreadsheet is a single layer containing the code, the data, and the master data. Never mind fragile data connections to remote data sources. Let's say linkage between spreadsheets. So when spreadsheets get moved around, those linkages break. So what are the approaches? And we're only going to touch on a few. Number one, you want to separate into multiple layers. And this is why IT organizations focus on SQL-based databases that are controlled and managed by IT, not necessarily by end users. The code should exist in its own layer, and the final data analytics and pivoting can be done by end users. By stratifying and breaking these things up into layers, you gain more control over the rules, the business processes, the logic, the code, the data separated from the master reference metadata. If we can peel these apart, and there's a range of technologies that can be brought to bear, you could take your organization, which has bits of automation, and take them into enterprise-class automation. For more content like this, follow us.